right, everybody? Yes, yes. We got William Baggage in the building. How you feeling, Playboy?
I'm alright.
Just alright?
Yeah, you know, I got a little word from one of my girlfriends. She said that, she didn't like the way I looked today. I went home and I cried a bit.
Do you do this often?
Yeah, I'm a real emotional type of guy. Kind of cry a little bit, I wake up in the morning, I see eggs, and I start thinking, like, how many chickens have lost their lives to make those eggs?
So does that mean you're a vegan?
Yeah, I know, I'm more than a vegan. Poor vegetables too.
So, so if you are not a vegan, but you're even deeper without vegetables, do you just drink water? Or what's your substance, man?
I like water, I like the clear water, I only like water from, top shelf water. I like the stuff that you buy, like at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. I like that water.
Okay, I don't quite understand that, but how do you get your protein and your substance? Before we get into your music, it's just something that's throwing us a little bit off guard in the studio, so we just want to, find out how you do it.
When you say protein, you remind me of my last girlfriend. Can we please skip that question?
Okay, what?
Okay, well, let's move on. So you just dropped an album, and it's absolutely spectacular. What was the inspiration for this album?
Break up with my old girlfriend. I broke up with her. It was like a lot of things that went into it. I went outside. I started staring at some flowers for 3 minutes, and I came up. It's a real funny thing. How you stare at flowers and you start getting all sorts of inspiration from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real funny. It's real great. It's a really relaxing atmosphere that you bring to these flowers. So, but the album's coming out. I'm going to have a lot of guests on there, I'm going to have Avril Lavigne. I'm going to have, Drake, Drizzy. The homie Big Ups to Drake. I'm going to have, a lot of people, Rihanna. I love her. She kind of has, I'm sorry. It's just that,
It's alright.
Just that her forehead reminds me of my old girlfriend. So I'm gonna
So can you tell us when this album drops so all the fans know where to get it?
When the album drops, depending on the day and the circumstances, as the moon rises, the moon goes across the ceiling. I'm gonna write a poem about that.
So we just wake up one morning and it'll be.
Wake up in the morning. The album will be around. My album is called it's called Tears from the Heart of Joy, Volume 3. And it's not Volume 3, even though there's been no Volume 1 or 2. It's Volume 3 because I consider the third motion to be the best motion of love.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you just got off your last tour. How did that go?
It was great. The whole time I'm thinking, when I was going all around the world, I was thinking, it'd be great if I had Susan with me.
But I heard on this tour, because you went on a combination of a hip hop and R&B tour, and I heard that Lil B, because he's on tour with you, and R. Kelly, and you got kind of a scrap backstage. Lil B, started to rhyme to you. You got a little offended, and R. Kelly, mumbling out the side of his mouth about stuff that wasn't true that he possibly did to her. Can you wrap up them rumors a little bit? Because, a lot of the streets is talking, man. Saying R. Kelly did some things. There was some fountains going on. I'm sorry, but, we got to kind of clear this up a little bit. And Lil B was supposed to be on the, supposed to be in the background video recording all this. Can you describe, what happened? Lil B, R. Kelly?
I don't know what happened, Susan. And we were in the Bay Area. The Bay Area reminds me so much of Susan. I'm sorry. We were in the Bay Area, and we were going to a concert. So I want to go to one of the fresh farms type of, cafe type places. That serve nothing but fair trade ingredients, organic ingredients. Because that's what I do. I support the cause. Right on. So I'm here. We're going to the backstage. I just see Lil B and R. Kelly with my Susan, and I take her backstage, and I don't know what's going on. Susan comes out, smiling. 2 hours later, and I'm like, "What's going on, Susan?" And she just kind of, looks at me with this just look of contempt. And
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up the rumors like that. Let's continue on with the interview. Let's talk about the album. Let's talk about the album. Let's talk about the album. I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
Do you need a Kleenex, sir?
Are you okay? You want some hand sanitizer for the eyes?
Only if it's organic.
Oh, I don't know if it is.
It's organic or not.
Yeah, let's just make sure real quick.
Okay.
Go ahead. You want to ask them the next question? We want to see the ingredients on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're making these albums, what are you thinking you want your fans to hear from it?
I want my fans to hear my soul. I want fans to hear my heart. I want my fans to hear my emotion. I want my fans to hear my underlying theme. I want fans to go home and, instead of cooking at steak dinner, I want fans to go home and marinate some soy and like in the rosewater. I think that's a good thing for people to do. Am I wrong?
No, man. I mean, everybody has a cup of tea. It is what it is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So this album, what I'm saying? I've heard some snippets. We've heard some snippets. Can you give us a verse from one of the your favorite track? Can we get a little snippet for the fans real quick?
I may do it. Let me get this emptiness out of my heart because of Susan. All right, so here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for you. It seems to me that you're very emotional about this ex-girlfriend of yours, Susan. Do you do this every album?
I hope so.
Heartbreak equals good music for you?
It does equal good music. It's perfect music. I think what's music without heartbreak? Shouts out to all my guys, down there in, Occupy Chicago. I hope you look good, get what you're asking for.
All right, so we got to wrap up this interview.
Okay.
And I have to ask one question before we get out of here because,
it reminds me of Susan. I can't.
How was the Becky?
Who's Becky? It's not Susan.